Sézane just released their fall collection lookbook. I'm really excited. I have my coffee here. Let's dive in, see the new colors, silhouettes. Let's identify the best investment pieces and build our wish lists. It's been a moment since Sézane last released a big lookbook. I really love having the lookbook. It's like a roadmap for the season. It really helps kind of cut the FOMO down and build some sort of strategy towards which pieces we want to really add to our wardrobes. Let's dive in. Really quickly before we start, one of my favorite dress brands, Starter, just released their fall collection. I have one of their fall dresses from a couple of seasons ago, and every time I wear it, I get a ton of compliments, but that colorway has been sold out for quite some time. I'm happy to report that in the new fall collection, they have a new design with the same colors. Here it is, it's gorgeous, it's lined, it has deep functional pockets. This is a small brand based out of New Orleans, and I have a discount code that you can get if you're on the market for a dress that you're gonna keep returning to season after season. We have a lot of ground to cover. As a start, I want to point out that right now when you enter Sézane's website, there is a new message on top and it says, rest assured, all duties are included with no extra fees upon delivery. Many of us have been waiting for Sézane to address the ever-changing landscape of online shopping, especially for packages coming from abroad. And here we go. Now we know that there will be no extra fees. This is a good news. Starting with the lookbook images, very strong with beautiful fall color palette. We have lots of burgundy. A couple of weeks ago when I went to the Sézane store San Francisco, the girl that works there, she told me that the next shipment that's coming in has lots of burgundy. We can see she did not lie. I'm excited. You have a leather Clyde that's new. Up until now we had a wool Clyde and the cotton Clydes. Now you can get it in leather. You can see it looks rather different. I can't even tell that that's the Clyde. A texture and the color can really change the cut of a piece. I feel like if you like leather pieces, you have a lot of choice this season just based on the few quick scrolls. This one is beautiful. It doesn't even look too oversized on the model, you know, the Clyde, especially the cotton ones. Sometimes if you have a more petite frame, they can overwhelm you. I wonder if the model has sized down. I would be curious to try this one. Personally, I'm not on the market for a leather piece, but I am curious more because I already have tried the wool ones and the cotton ones, and I would be happy to be able to comment more about if you're planning to pursue a leather one, how you should approach sizing. In the middle, we have Kai's coat, which is a robe style coat in a beautiful kind of like mustardy, chartreusey color. It's yellow and green at the same time, which is a shade that I really love for fall. This color looks really beautiful with red. It has a scarf, a big rectangular scarf that maybe you can detach, or maybe it's just sewn on the back of the coat. Personally, I think this coat is not going to be appropriate for petites because the cut of the coat is already really large, and this really big scarf is going to contribute to just a lot of fabric. However, there's several pieces that also have a scarf with a hood, and the scarf over there, it's more of a triangle scarf, which between the two, I lean more towards the hood option. But regardless, it seems like having a scarf attached to your coat, it is somewhat of a trend because we have many different options this season, and I haven't quite seen as many in previous years. Here we have a very tall heel with an open toe. Another new coat, the Raphael coat in a beautiful buttery yellow color. I spy piping on the edge of this coat that really reminds me of the Totem scarf coat that was very popular about 2 years ago. I am thinking the piping and the scarves maybe come from the Totem coat that was really popular, and then we kind of saw the silhouette trickle down to other brands as well. This coat will be available in a darker color, and between the light yellow and the darker color, I lean towards the darker color. It makes the coat look more chic. The Gary Maxi and the Gary regular bags are the bags of the season. We've been seeing so many teasers starting from midsummer all the way until now. You can do canvas, you can do leather, you can do suede. For me, the suede ones are the most beautiful ones. I really, really like this Gary here on the right. That's this almost like taupe looking color. I also really like the Maxi chocolate one, but the size kind of gives me a pause. I feel like it is too large for me, but if you carry a lot of stuff, this might be a good bag for you. I'm planning to maybe order the Gary in the regular size, or also debating maybe waiting a little bit to see if the bags will be in stock at the San Francisco store, because it will be fun to try the different textures in person. And ordering 2-3 bags, it gives me anxiety when I order things just to try. I know back of my head I'm telling myself, well, I'm gonna show everybody, so I order more so other people can order less. But still, it's kind of like managing all these orders and returns that I prefer when I can to just try to get some of the product showcasing at the store. Fingers crossed the San Francisco store will get a lot of things. I really hope so. Fall is our season. San Francisco has fall season all year round. We have a breaking news. A friend of mine just texted me that the SEZANE store San Francisco has some of these fall pieces already in stock. So I'm headed over there. I'm gonna do a vlog. I'm gonna try as many pieces as possible. Come back to my channel tomorrow to watch that vlog. And also, if you're very curious, you can stop by my Instagram account. I'm gonna release some sneak peeks on there. Link to my account in the description box below. I'm so excited. Now let's go back to the lookbook review. Another new jacket, the Paxton, and this one has the hood and the neck scarf thing that I was telling you about. I really like this design. I find it more playful than the large rectangular scarf. I do wonder if this hood is detachable, maybe with buttons or with a zipper. I would be curious to see. We have another Clyde. This one most likely is wool and beautiful chocolate brown color with brown teal trousers and Hugo jumper. I love the color story here. It's definitely something I would wear. I'm not seeing a ton of knits in this lookbook. I'm thinking there will be a huge knit drop next, so next month probably. There always is a big knit drop, and just looking at the lookbook, there's just not as many knits as usual, so I'm thinking they're saving it for a little bit later. We do have quite a few boot designs. I love that we are seeing boots this early. I feel like if you're investing in a pair of boots, you want to get them and get the most wear possible. This Liane boots, perfect height. I'm loving this heel. You can walk in it for hours and hours. I am hoping to see more low heel boots, because as much as I like the toe heel boots, I can't do it anymore. Here's a better look at the Paxton jacket. Here the model doesn't have the hood on. This design of the hood with the scarf part, it lays really nice down even when you're not wearing it. The Victor bag is one of the OG bag designs by SEZANE. This styling over here, it's really nice. Even though black is not my color, I really love the leather pieces here with the soft romantic white blouse. And this skirt is one of the pieces that I'm planning to get. I feel like this Nova check, which is basically just sideways plaid, is excellent. The background color from pictures, it looks like it's navy. I love the length of the skirt on the model, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the model has really long legs, unlike me, so I'm guessing for me the skirt will be longer. I do like how the skirt is styled with these boots, but these boots have really tall heels, unfortunately. Otherwise, I love the color and the texture of them, and I would have considered them if they were like maybe this tall. Black leather, totally not my domain, but I can see so many of you being able to really rock this outfit. There is something really magical when you mix leather, which has that kind of edgy look, with a romantic, flowy white top like here. You have a push and pull, and I love that in an outfit. I can't wait to see people wearing this. I would have given it a try if the leather wasn't black, but maybe brown. But on the other hand, I am happy that not everything is brown, because then I would have been in trouble. Here's a better look of this shirt. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. This will layer really nicely under my sweater, because it has like, my sweater has the round neck, the shirt has this little peekaboo, and then the ruffle on the sleeve. It will be perfect to pair with this chunky knit. Maybe I'm adding this to my wish list. We have the Garrett boots, which are a little bit like horse riding boots, really classic shape. I have boots like this. I've had them for many years. I had them both in camel and in black, and I will keep those boots until they fall apart, because they go with so many things. So if you're looking for versatile, not trendy boots, these are definitely a really good option. The heel also looks really reasonable. More black items, beautiful leather jacket with these gold buttons, and the skirt looks like a shorter version of like a circle skirt, which usually looks really flattering with a nice knee-high boot. There will be a wool jacket in leather. I believe this is not the only color. Again, if you're in the market for a leather jacket, I feel like the leather looks really buttery and nice on this photo. And also the silhouette of the wool jacket, it's like a barn jacket. It's really versatile, really easy to style. So a great piece for the seasons to come. It's not a trendy piece. It's definitely like a wardrobe staple. We see the Nora cardigan. I saw some people already showed this cardigan online from the LA new store. There is a new store at the Grove, and people who went early, who had invites for the opening event, some of them got this cardigan, and it looks beautiful. The styling of this image reminds me of the 90s. There is something about this hat and the large earrings. It looks very, very editorial there. Here is another look. This is the jacket that I was telling you about, the Nicholas jacket in the darker colors. It is charcoal gray and black piping. I think this is really gorgeous. It's very chic. Here is a better look of the Nicholas jacket. Really nice. I think if you are in the market for something similar, between the butter yellow and this, I think this is the one that I would go for. I love charcoal gray. I think it has more depth, especially with the piping, the black piping. Really good combination. We have a mini skirt, a knit dress, a lot of statement earrings. I usually get at least one pair of statement earrings, I think, because now I have this bob shorter hair. It looks really good with like a good chunky earring or a chunky necklace, but I haven't seen. I guess in the fall you have a lot of knits and heavier tops, so your neckline's not showing as much. That's why we're not seeing that many chunky necklines. This is the Claudio jumper, and this jumper is going to also be available in navy with this white sailor stripe on this design element that's around the neck, and that's the piece I'm going for. I really like it. I think it's playful, and I do think that the navy version of this top is going to sell out. Everyone I've asked said that they like it, so that's usually an indication that a piece is probably going to sell out. Moving down, we have the Yuma jacket, which is already available. A new pair of baby's flats with big bows and open back. This blouse, the Milena blouse, I really like it. I think it looks so chic, so elegant. But the suede piece like this has a very limited variety in terms of styling because suede is not really light and breathable, and not having sleeves for the fall, it's an issue. So maybe if you layer a shirt underneath, or you have like a really nice blazer over, but it's limiting. It's very chic, but it is somewhat limiting. This is one of the favorite styling pictures from this lookbook for me. I love the colors. I love everything about it. The color of this jacket, the shiny green, gorgeous. I really shouldn't get a piece like this. If I'm getting a jacket, it should be something really versatile. But I have to admit, this one is tempting because it will look so gorgeous with all the chocolate browns and burgundies that I already own. So in a way, it is a versatile piece for my wardrobe, but I should stay focused. My goal for this season is to be really focused and really mindful of what I'm getting. I need things that are more versatile and maybe just a handful of statements. This poncho is a statement. It looks really good with the checkered skirt. I'm worried that the ponchos are gonna be too overwhelming on my frame. I'm curious to try them, but again, I'm not planning to place an order. I'm hoping that the store will have them in stock. The navy turtleneck with the skirt and the boots, that's such a gorgeous outfit. It is something that I would wear different versions of this. I love a midi skirt with a nice knee-high boot and a turtleneck. A turtleneck, one of my favorite types of sweaters. It has this inherited chicness in my book. In this look, if you add a nice tailored wool blazer, it will be so gorgeous. Speaking of boots, the Theodora boots, we saw them last year in smooth burgundy leather and deep kind of cool chocolate suede. Both sold out incredibly fast, and I think these will be no exception because this is such a versatile color. This is one of my top contenders for boots, along with the new Molly boots that we're gonna see a little bit later in the lookbook. Here we have another jacket, more suede. I think suede is also one of the so-called trends for this year. There will be a lot of suede to pick from across the market, which is always a win in my books, because if you like something and it's trending, that's your year to really shop around. You can get a lot of color variety, a lot of cut variety, and ultimately once we get to the sale season, you can get really great prices. So if something's trending and you like it, it's your year to shop. Gorgeous oversized plaid coat paired with more plaid. Another color for the Stephania babies. This color, beautiful. It's kind of like a mustard yellow, golden, rich. This color will look really good once we start transitioning also towards Christmas, because this color is kind of like gold and it looks really good with red and green for the holidays. Here is an overview of some of the new boot designs. The Liane boots, as you can see, 3 different colors. There will be an ankle length version. I like this. I like this ankle length one. I think the elongated kind of like pointy toe looks really good with wider leg pants. And in the fall, it's perfect time to wear like these flowy wool wide leg pants. Very elegant. These are the shoes for that. You have the Jill, which has more of a cowboy look. The Garrett that we saw earlier in smooth black leather. This is a great alternative in suede as well. And the Theodora boots are teased to return in the gorgeous deep burgundy color from last year. Oh, it will be hard to narrow down the picks. Here is another poncho meets trench coat, and it has the hood with the scarf. The funny thing is, every time I see the styling of the hood scarf like this, I was born in a communist country, and if you Google communist country school kid uniform. The kids at school had a scarf that when you tie it, it looked a lot like this. And every time I see this styling, my mind goes there, and I like it, but at the same time I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's communist kid uniform look. I like it. I would love to try it, but I'm also like, I find it a little funny. I love the styling with the lighter jean and the pop of color red boots and the leopard top. It's so cool. I can see like a French girl strolling down the streets of Paris with this look. It kind of looks very effortless. We have more leopard print, which is a great fun neutral for fall. I have to say, every time I go to Paris in the fall and in early spring, I see a lot of ladies having jeans in this pattern. I see shirts or like a coat. It's definitely a print that I see in Paris on repeat. It's a fun print to work with. There will be, here is another, is a chunky sweater. It's a chunky necklace and a nice, really chic sweater cardigan. Here we have the Valentine flats, which are not new. They've been sold out for a while. I did see them at the San Francisco store, and I'm happy to report that they are very comfortable. They have padding, so if you're looking for flats that have padding and are comfortable, these definitely are a good contender. I have too many Mary Janes. Mary Janes have been trending for quite some time, which made me really happy because I wore Mary Janes before they were cool or in between the trendy periods. And the last 2 years I've had a lot of fun adding to my collection, but I think now I need more of like clean ballerinas because I've maxed my cap for Mary Janes. But I'm a huge fan. I think no one can go wrong with adding at least one pair of Mary Janes to their wardrobe. Here we have the Elise cardigan, really nice. I love the scalloped edge. The Ties jacket, which is a design we've seen in previous years. The Samuel, also from previous years, very popular. It always sells out. I have the Samuel in the charcoal gray, and I love layering it over a shirt for when it's a little bit cooler. Sézane makes iconic white tops always. These are no exception. Look at the beautiful details, the ruffles, really nice. Another Kai's coat with the big chunky scarf. This pattern reminds me of the pattern we saw on the Clyde last year. Might be the same fabric. The Clyde in this fabric sold out. It was quite popular because it's such easy, even though it's a pattern, it's like a pattern that you can like match with so much. Here's an overview of the low ballerinas. The Agathe low ballerinas, I have the camel color and they also have padding. So if you're looking for comfortable flats, the Agathe and the Valentine or Valentine, they're both really nice. Here we have the cardigan that is on my to buy list. I love this Lucy jacket. I love the piping on it. If I have to compare this to the jacket that has the totem piping, I think this one is cuter. I think it's more unique. I guess the totem one, I just already have seen so many versions of it. This one is in my books, Chef's Kiss. I'm definitely getting this one. And as I said, I have these flats. I have light denim, so I might just recreate this look all together. Here we have another jacket, cropped length. Cropped jackets, cropped trench coats are another trend of the season. I've seen a lot of brands releasing different designs. If you like that type, you'll be spoiled for choice. And we arrived to the Molly Low tie-high boots. These boots were available last year in a deeper reddish brown, sold out in seconds, almost no restocks, and now they're coming back. I assume they will also sell out really fast because tie-high boots are really cute with short skirts, so nice with dresses as well, great for fall, and the height of the heel is just perfect for long days of walking. You have a short heel that's chunky, it's 10 out of 10. And my mind is really split between the Molly Low tie-high boots and the Theodore suede boots that are knee-high. So between the two, help me decide, because I don't want to order both. It's $800 to get both. I feel like I should commit to one of these, and they are quite different in terms of how they look, in terms of silhouette. They are probably very similar in terms of comfort because the heel height is very similar. I just have to pick a look. So help me in the comments. Here is the Clyde in suede. Also really elegant, really chic. I love how she styled it. Again, I can see this strolling the streets of Paris. And overall, up until now, I have to say that the new lookbook is really not trend dependent, although some of these looks like suede and crop jackets, they are trendy, but these are the best trends in my opinion, because they're not something that you're gonna get tired of. All of these pieces so far, or the majority of these pieces, will work in capsule wardrobes, which is really great because you want to invest in pieces that you're not gonna be like, oh, this is so last year. A suede jacket like that, there is no year to that. You can wear it unlimited amount of times. You can restyle it, reinvent it. The amber coat, this is a crop coat in butter yellow. It has big lapels. It's already out. I do really like it. It is not as practical though, but it looks gorgeous with all the suede and all the chocolate browns. My wardrobe has a ton of them. I wish I could get all the jackets. They are really nice. The Meliora skirt. We have two suede skirts here. I would say the Meliora is definitely the more chic and elegant direction. If I were to buy one, I would go for that one. The one on the right is beautiful, but you have the paper bag waist, you have the buttons, you have the pockets. I think all of that makes the design a little bit more edgy, more interesting, but at the same time less timeless. The Ron top, the first iteration was in the summer with all the beautiful crochet details. This one is more pulled back. Beautiful colors. I love the look with the mini dress and the boots. It's so good. And the color again for these flats with the bows, really darling. This whole roll I would wear. I like the color story. I like the cuts. We have some scarves with beautiful designs. All of these scarves will look so good if you put them over your trench coat. I might go for one of the floral ones. It would be nice if there is a free scarf with purchase. This blouse is a very medieval poet. It's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but seeing these gigantic statement sleeves, what I think of is how cute would this look with a pair of wide leg overalls. I would wear that. It will be very hard to put a jacket over sleeves like this, which makes this top not very practical, but it is fun. If you're looking for a fun piece, it's a fun piece. This dress, I'm gonna get this dress. I like the length, I like the detail, I like the ruffle on the sleeves. I have some vests from last year that will look really good with this dress. So I'm getting it, definitely. It reminds me of Chloe, you know, like that bohemian aesthetic, the Chloe, the brand. It has that DNA. More of the beautiful white tops, the big tote bag from last year, belts. I like that these belts look really simple and they will be easy to style and work with. Again, the styling of this girl, navy on navy with the poncho trench, very everyday elegance. Really love it with the big bag. Love. These are the type of trends that we need. Trends that are not really like trendy, you know what I mean? I love it. Love, love, love. Then we have the amber jacket is going to come out in Leopard. This will be really fun. Again, you have the cropped length and the big lapel. excellent with jeans. Another wool called the Clyde. I believe this one was from last year. They must have had some extra units because it just looks so familiar, right? This was available last year. Here we have a new clothes shirt, and this shirt, it looks very petite Sézane. I'm thinking maybe they'll have like a matching top for the kids. Something about the embroidery, and I am hoping this embroidery goes on the back. Nice colors, and I love all this denim on denim. Again, denim on denim, so easy to work with. It's not like next year you'll be like, I don't want to wear denim anymore. You have a pair of overalls. I can't quite tell what the shape of the pant leg is, but guess we'll wait and see. This season there will be, again, a lot of loafers. I love a good pair of loafers. I do have the Caroline loafers, and I have the Vicky loafers. And I always tell people the Vicky loafers are my personal favorites because they're light as a feather and they don't require any break-in time. So if you walk a lot, the Vicky loafers are a great pair of loafers from Sézane to get. This top here, the bodysuit, I really like it. Again, hard to wear a jacket over something that has a ruffle on the shoulder that lays like this. I can tell because it's a thicker material. It's not thin cotton. There will be some extra volume that might not work great with all jackets, but it is such a cute top. This with a pair of denim, I would go with blue, not with this red one, but it's just such a nice, easy piece, and it looks really comfortable as well. We have more navy and white, which is a great, very elegant combination for fall. And here is the Naya jumper that I'm getting. This is the navy with the white piping, the very much sailor inspired look. And we have another look at the Clyde in burgundy, this look that opened the lookbook for us. Really lovely. Here you can see the bodysuit from the back. It's so cute. I think the bodysuit will look really cute with all the white cotton skirts that were popular in the summer. If you're looking to transition those, having like a cute long sleeve knit top is a great way to do that. The Otis jumper is gonna come in this gorgeous color, and also a dress. I love a good burgundy sweater. And this is it. I am really excited about this lookbook. I'm loving what I'm seeing. The direction of the fall collection is really up my alley. What do you think? All right, everyone, this is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of the new Sézane lookbook? Do you like the colors? Do you like the silhouettes? What's on your wish list? Please share. If you enjoyed watching today's video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Consider subscribing. I would love to see you around more. And if you're active on social media, don't forget to join me on Instagram and Facebook. Links to my pages are in the description box below. On there daily I share discount codes, restock alerts, and new collection gossip. I hope you join me. Have a wonderful week and see you next time.